What is up, everyone? Coach Chelsea here, and I just wanted to jump on here to see if anybody else is seeing what I'm seeing in regards to Simone Biles taking a step back from the Olympics for her mental health. And what I say by that is obviously people are being like, oh, if Simone Biles can take a day off, then you can take a day off too. Or they're talking about her humility and her leadership and things like that. And yes, those are very valid points. However, there's something deeper that is going on with this whole situation, and you are seeing a lot of people stepping up, feeling empowered, understanding that their mental health and their self-care is really important. And I think the thing that we are kind of glossing over in this is recognizing the fact that yeah, she is very humble, she's a great leader, but she's going beyond that with what she's doing and taking a step back from the Olympics to take care of herself. And that is giving permission for other people to do the same. So like I said, everybody's like, oh, if Simone can take a day off, then you can take a day off from work, and you can like take a mental health day or whatever. Like you can do that too. And like, yes, completely true, 100%. However, there is the part of this that is giving other people permission to begin to take care of their mental health. And if you think for the up until recently, like the last decade or so even, we have not even talked about mental health in the capacity and the importance of which it really plays a factor in our lives. And so this is a really bold movement on her behalf, and it's giving other people permission to be like, yes, I can take care of myself. I don't have to feel pressured. And we lived in such a society before the pandemic where the society really contributed and embraced burnout and being overworked and exhaustion to the point of like fatigue and not being able to continue on. And we saw that in other celebrities before we saw it in Olympians and things like that, to the point of like, think about the 1996 Olympics with Carrie Strong. She was embraced for continuing on and pushing her body to a point where she was injured and could possibly have hurt her. Simone Biles is in a situation where she doesn't take care of her mental health. Her stunts can kill her. Like, could literally take her life. And that's the importance of self-care in making sure that we are taking care of ourselves, not only physically. Obviously, Simone looks like a fucking beast. She obviously is the built for it and could definitely physically do all of the things that she wanted to do. However, if mentally it's not there, there is a connection between mentally and physically that we as a society are starting to realize is important to take care of. And she's giving people permission to be able to do this. You don't have to be like Carrie Strong, pushing through to the point of burnout and exhaustion and fatigue and just like the point of mental breakdowns anymore. We are moving to a place where self-care is becoming important, and I just want to commend Simone Biles for giving every single person out there the permission that they did not need to get from her, but the permission that she gave for people to take care of themselves, no matter where you're at, no matter what is going on in your life, the situations. This is an epitome of a situation in her life, and this is something that she's going to look back upon. And she's going to reflect on this moment and understand that in that moment, she served her best self. And in doing so, she expanded out to other people, to the collective, by giving them permission to go out and be their best selves, to take care of themselves in that way. And it's such an amazing thing to see, and to actually see other people caring about the mental health of an individual, and then to also reflect on themselves. Obviously, throughout the pandemic, we had a lot of alone time. We had a lot of time to sit and reflect or become creative and kind of do outlets and work through traumas and all those things. And in this, I think this is us. I don't know if the pandemic's over, but this is kind of us being like, we've learned that we can take care of ourselves, and now we don't even need permission to do so. Whether it's your work, your boss, your relationship, your family, whatever it may be, you do not need permission to be able to take care of yourself, to be like, hey, I don't want to attend this because I'm not mentally there right now, or hey, I can't compete in this moment, or hey, I'm not up to it today. And to actually recognize the health and the safety factors of doing so and to taking care of ourselves is so key. It's just just incredible. So I think it's amazing that we are stopping the reward of people pushing through and like doing whatever it takes no matter what, at the cost of whatever mental physical ailments that come along with that. And we are starting to reward people for making themselves a priority and for getting better together. This is a moment that we will look back on as a society and recognize that like it is okay to take care of ourselves. And like we needed a leader to step up and say that in this moment. And it's truly the only way that we get better is when we use our voice and when we do the things that might not be what society wants us to do. Because you can bet your ass a lot of people did not want her to do that. A lot of people did not want her to step back in that moment, but she did it anyway because she knew what was best for her and she knew what was best for her team. And in the collective, all of us are better because of her actions. And that is what I think is incredibly powerful about self-care, because a lot of people are like, oh, I can't take care of myself, or they feel guilty about taking care of themselves because they are so used to taking care of other people. But this is an exact moment to recognize by taking care of yourself, you truly are taking care of other people. And so thank you, Simone, for doing that. And I just wanted to see if anybody else was kind of recognizing what was happening in this moment. And if you have, I would love to hear your comments below. But if not, go out, be your best self today. Self-care is important. Recognize that. And I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.